Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to deal with the topic of manner of articulation. In the previous video we have seen the place of articulation of the consonant sound. In today's video we are going to see the manner of articulation of the consonant sound. So before moving to the main topic, this is something about me. You can see here. Now what does manner of articulation means? Manner of articulation refers to the type of structure involved in the production of consonant sound. Now what does this structure means? This structure means the kind of obstruction or the passage of air which is gone through this oral cavity or through the nasal cavity, and the kind of speech organs involved in the passage of that air stream which is produced through our heart or lungs. So that in which sense the structure is created by these organs of speech, that we are going to see here in the manner of articulation. You will understand more clearly in this 3 points. What does the manner of articulation means? First is the comparative closure of articulator. What does comparative closure means? Means the kind of space provided by the speech organs in the passage of air. When the sound is produced, there will be the passage of air. So what kind of closure means what kind of opening or what kind of obstruction is created by the articulators, or you can say the speech organs. And nature of obstruction in the air passage, or nature of obstruction means the obstruction is partial, means if it is obstructed for a limited time, for a just few seconds, and then it is allowed to pass, then it will be the partial obstruction. And if it is allowed for the full time, means if the mouth is totally completely closed and the air is allowed to pass through nose, then it will be the nasal sounds. So nature of obstruction, which type of obstruction is created, whether it is partial or whether it is full, so that kind of obstruction is also seen in the manner of articulation of the consonant sound. So whose obstruction or whose comparative closure is checked? That is of speech organs. Now friends, third point is the soft palate position. Soft palate position means it is mainly raised in all the cases and lowered only in the nasal sounds. Now where is your soft palate? This is your soft palate. You can see here this soft palate is raised all the time. When it will be raised, all the air stream will come through mouth, and when the air streams will come through, or when the air will pass through mouth, the sounds will be oral sounds. When the soft palate is lowered, when this point is lowered and it will be allowed to pass through here, then the air stream, when it will come through nasal cavity, the nasal sounds are produced. In some cases only the nasal sound. There are 3 nasal sounds, I think: am, an, and inga. That is the nasal sounds in English language. So this is mainly about the manner of articulation. So you have to just remember the 3 things what is checked in the manner of articulation. 3 things we check in the manner of articulation: comparative closure of articulators, nature of obstruction means which kind of obstruction is produced, partial or full, and soft palate is lowered or raised. So these 3 things we will check in the manner of articulation. So this is all about manner of articulation. Now we are going to see the consonant sounds which are divided on the basis of categories. So what type of manner of articulation? There are some categories. You can see here: plosive or stop. Plosive or stop means breath is completely stopped at some point in the mouth and suddenly released with a slight explosion. Means here it will be stopped for some time and then it will be allowed to pass through explosion. You can see with the sounds like pen. You can pronunciate from your side pen. When you will found that pen, when we produce the sound pen, pa is the sound of pa is stopped at the some point in the mouth and then it is allowed to come out through explosion. So pen, pin, book, bin. There are some more sounds I have mentioned here. You can pronunciate these sounds from your side also: tick, tip, dog, dark, cat, kite, good, gate. These are the plosive or stop consonant sounds. Now the nasal sounds, I have already told you nasal sounds how it is produced. When the soft palate is lowered, this soft palate is lowered, then the sound will come, then the air will come through nasal cavity and the oral passage is blocked, but the air passes through nasal cavity and soft palate is lowered and air passes through nose. The example are men, mother. You can pronunciate these phonemes: nose, name, sing, king. This ing sound. Now comes third, the lateral consonant sounds. How this is produced: when complete closure occurs at the center of mouth but air passes alongside. Means your mouth will be closed, means your center of the mouth will be closed and the air will pass through through the sides of tongue. Air passes from the sides of tongue. Example, like you can pronunciate from your side. You will come to know how the like, when you pronunciate this like L, you will come to know this L is phoneme of consonant sounds. Now comes the fourth, that is fricates. How the fricate consonant sound is generated? It is generated when the sound is produced with an audible friction through a narrow passage. When you will pronunciate these sounds, there will be friction in your glottis. Fin means it is not completely passed without any obstruction. There is a kind of audible friction, means not very much, but there is partial kind of friction. Fin, very, she, zoo, see, measure, think, this, hat. You can pronunciate this from your side and you will come to know this. You will come to experience this. Semi vowels, no obstruction in the oral passage, open approximation, quick, smooth, non-frictional glide is there. Means there is no friction when we pronunciate these. Yes, we. Pronunciate from your side. Yes, we. Is there any kind of obstruction through your mouth? No, there is no obstruction at all. Now comes the sixth one, approximate or glides. How this happens? Partial or continuous, with a wide gap between articulators without any friction. In this also there is no friction involved. Red. You will come to know there is no friction in the mouth. Then comes the seventh, affricates. Affricate consonant sounds are produced by complete closure of the oral passage. Complete closure of the oral passage and slow release leading to friction. Means first the mouth will be completely closed and then there will be slow release with slight friction. Chair. Pronunciate from your side. This sound cha. First the mouth is closed, then with slow release the sound will come. Chair. Judge. So I hope you have understood this. These are the 7 consonant sounds on the basis of manner of articulation. So this was all about the manner of articulation. I hope you have understood it, and if you like this video you can subscribe to this channel, and also you can like the video if you find this helpful. Thank you for listening.